Mr. Speaker, it's no secret that Biden's self-inflicted border crisis continues to spiral out of control and is only getting worse. President Biden's reckless immigration agenda may be easy for the left to dismiss because it's what they want, but the heartbreaking and illegal consequences of his failed policies are impossible to ignore. Last week, at just 22 years old, Texas Army National Guard specialist Bishop Evans made the ultimate sacrifice while trying to save 2 illegals from drowning. And you know, those 2 illegals turned out to be alleged drug smugglers. This young man served his country and his state honorably while fighting on the front lines of President Biden's border crisis. To my knowledge, the President still hasn't said one word about this young soldier's tragic death. The President's silence is deafening and disappointing. Keep in mind, it only took the President a matter of hours to accuse Border Patrol agents on horseback of misconduct when dealing with a rush of Haitian illegals just a few months ago. Simply put, the President's lack of interest and empathy reveals the sinister but undeniable fact that the chaos at our southern border is intentional. Since stepping foot into the White House, Joe Biden has eagerly destroyed our border security, putting Border Patrol agents at risk and threatening every community across the country with an invasion of illegal aliens. From illegally defying a federal court order to reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, to fighting to terminate Title 42 next month, the Biden administration has egregiously worked to undermine President Trump's successful solutions that protected our southern border. Biden's border crisis also represents a significant economic burden on the American people. According to a recent study written by the Federation for American Immigration Reform, or FAIR, the number of illegal aliens living in the United States increased by 1 million in President Biden's first year in office, bringing the estimated total of illegal aliens in the country to 15.5 million. Additionally, FAIR's fiscal analysis finds that the millions of illegal aliens currently residing in our great nation are imposing a net fiscal burden of at least $143 billion, an increase of almost $10 billion since Joe Biden took office. Keep in mind, this comes at a time when American taxpayers are footing the bill for Democrats' senseless spending and battling the consequences of 40-year high inflation. The bottom line is that President Biden's radical open border agenda is illegal, intentional, and disastrous for our economy. It's no wonder over 60% of Americans disapprove of Biden's handling of immigration. Americans simply know the truth. President Biden puts illegal aliens first and Americans last. And the Biden administration is actively working to cover up that truth. Today, we learned that Biden's Department of Homeland Security is creating a disinformation governance board, which will be led by political hack Nina Jankowicz. This is nothing more than a blatant attempt to install a ministry of truth in order to push Biden's propaganda, lies, and radical agenda while concealing and censoring the truth about what is really happening at the southern border. Mr. Speaker, this is seriously dangerous and wholly unconstitutional, which is why I am demanding that Congress immediately investigate President Biden and Secretary Mayorkas's Disinformation Governance Board. We need answers now, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, and I yield back.